Economic impact payments or stimulus checks. This is the checks. These are the checks where everybody is receiving nowadays from the IRS, either through direct deposit or through paper checks. The first batch already dispatched by April 15th, and so many have got direct deposits. And second batch by today, they'll have. They already second batch was released as per the IRS website. And if you want to check the status, that is, I go to the IRS website. My benefit, there you can check the status. But here the question is, uh, how this payment received will impact my green card processing in future, because uh, will it come under public charge rule, because it's a benefit coming from the federal government, and how it is impacting my future green card processing. That is the question comes up. So for that, uh, but in IRS website, there is nothing mentioned about is a benefit related to the public charge. But whereas in USCIS websites and DHS, they have mentioned clearly defined what is public charge rule and what items comes under public charge rule they'll consider. Uh, with respect to that, uh, especially public charge rule won't consider these medical emergency situations. That is what it's saying. Basically, this is as per this definition here. It is a part of U.S. immigration law for more than 100 years, but they started applying for the recently from February, seriously applying from February 24th, 2020. So a public charge is defined as an alien who has received one or more benefits as defined in the rule for more than 12 months within 36 months period. That means today we applied for a green card application. So for the last 13 6 months they'll see that whether you have received any public benefit from federal government or state government for the period of 12 months. That means if you received any public benefit for 1 month, two public benefits in 1 month, they'll consider it as a 2 months. So that means that is how they consider each month one public benefit, and over 36 months period, if you receive 12 times or 12-month period, then you will be considered as a public. You will consider under the public charge rule. But again, this is not hard and fast rule, but there are so many factors they will see that. That's what it is mentioned here. However, receiving public benefits does not automatically make an individual likely at any time in the future or become a public charge. It's not automatically make an individual. So there are so many factors they'll see that. So one of the cases is some exclusions also there, like emergency medical assistance or disaster relief, maybe national school lunch programs. If you are receiving any benefit under these headlines, like student and mortgage loans, so these won't affect your green card processing or public charge rule. So or any food coupons you are receiving, any cash benefit, it's clearly mentioned in the website. So uh, in addition to that, is in addition to that, what the DHS will consider for this public charge rule is any will not consider, sorry, DHS will not consider if you receive any Medicaid with respect to COVID-19 testing, if you receive any vaccine, if you receive any medicine, they won't consider it as a public charge rule. That is, so that is a medical emergency situation. And again, if you receive any student wise, if you are below 21 years old, and any school based benefits provided to the individuals, like maybe student loans, or yeah, basically student loans, they won't consider for this. And any medical Medicaid, either state government or central government provided. If you take, they won't consider for the COVID-19 related. So the next thing is what amount and duration of the public benefits matters. So what amount means there is no limitation, there is no amount. So limitation on the amount, and as well as the duration also. Um, it all depends on the totality of the circumstances, how long this emergency will go, and all that depends upon. So basically, if any government is giving some aid, and we are receiving with, because see here you understand that the completely the about the bottom line is the US government should, every immigrant should be a self-sufficient. That is a basic rule for to grant any green card or permanent residence. But in this case, if we, even though we are not applied, we are receiving a fund from IRS. So that is we are through direct deposit. So we are not affected with COVID-19. For example, we did not get we go for any testing or any vaccine, any medicine, and so and secondly, we our jobs are not gone because we are still in working, and we are even working from home. That is, we are receiving the payments. So that means we are not affected COVID-19. That obviously we are not eligible for to receive the benefit, cash benefit. So in that case, but in IRS website there is nothing mentioned to refund this check to back to IRS anywhere. But wait for some time to get that information, or if you did not get any information for this financial year, while filing the returns, you can maybe let the IT consultant or tax consultant know that you want to refund this check back to amount whatever received to the IRS. So maybe so that you can have a proof in the returns filing form, so that tomorrow if any question comes you can show that as well, that as a proof that you returned the check back. You did not, basically you did not utilize the benefit. That is how, that is the information as on today, and so there is no confusion here. If you have more details, you want to dig it and you want to read lengthy, I'll give in relevant links both from IRS and USCSC, and go through that. Thanks for watching.